This enchanting museum, nestled in the heart of Saint-Germain, offers an intimate glimpse into the life and legacy of one of France's most celebrated romantic painters, Eugène Delacroix. Tucked away on a quiet square, this tranquil oasis feels worlds apart from the bustling city. The museum occupies Delacroix's final residence, where he lived from 1857 until his death in 1863. This historic site was saved from demolition in 1929 and transformed into a museum in 1932, now managed by the Louvre since 2004. The museum is more than just an exhibition space, it's a window into Delacroix's personal and professional life. The apartment has been preserved to reflect its original layout, offering an authentic sense of how the artist lived and worked. The rooms are modest yet filled with character, each corner telling a story. The visit begins in the main living quarters, which include Delacroix's bedroom and salon. These spaces are adorned with personal artifacts, such as letters, sketches, and furniture that once belonged to him. The intimacy of these objects creates a powerful connection to the artist, making you feel as though you've stepped into his private world. Moving through the apartment, you reach the studio, arguably the heart of the museum. Bathed in natural light, this space was where Delacroix poured his soul into his art. The walls are lined with preparatory sketches and smaller works that showcase his creative process. It's fascinating to see how his ideas evolved from rough drafts to masterpieces. Delacroix's most famous paintings can be seen in various prestigious museums. Perhaps his most famous, Liberty Leading the People, has been recently restored and is on display at the Louvre in the Salle Molière on the second floor of the Denon wing. This iconic work depicts liberty guiding revolutionaries. For 3 days in July 1830, the Parisian people revolted, fueled by the new laws on freedom of the press and by the harshness of the Restoration regime. It marked the end of the Bourbon and accession to the throne of Louis-Philippe, Duke of Orléans. Delacroix paints the moment, combining ancient allegory and contemporary representation. In time, the painting would become an icon of the French Republic. The Musée Delacroix houses nearly 1,000 works, including paintings, drawings, prints and manuscripts. Among the highlights are preparatory studies for some of his most famous pieces, such as The Death of Sardanapalus, which in 1827 elevated him to the status of a remarkable painter, albeit one that defied academic practices and rules. The masterpiece, based on a poem by Lord Byron, shows the Oriental ruler seated at the top of a pyre, surrounded by his horses, his wealth, and his wives, all of whom he wished to disappear with him, as he was condemned to die for treason. France's conquest of Algeria in 1831 had worried the Moroccan Sultan, and the following year Delacroix accompanied the king's emissary to Morocco on a diplomatic mission. For the painter, who was not a great traveler, the landscapes, sounds and colors seduced him, as did the beauty of the people and their costumes, inspiring more than 62 paintings. After exploring the indoor exhibits, step outside into the garden, a hidden gem that feels like a secret sanctuary in the middle of Paris. Designed by Delacroix himself, this lush space was where he found respite from his demanding work schedule. As we leave this magical place, we can't help but feel inspired by Delacroix's dedication to his craft. His ability to capture human emotion and tell compelling stories through art continues to resonate with audiences today. So whether you're an art enthusiast or simply curious about one of France's greatest painters, a visit to the Musée Delacroix promises an unforgettable journey into the heart of Romanticism.